This episode of the Relationship Status Podcast is brought to you by the Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Right now, check out their fall and holiday collection with candle scents such as caramel latte, fireside, sweet potato and brown sugar, and our personal favorite, orange spice. The scent is cloves wrapped in a citrusy orange essence that takes you all the way back to grandma's house. This one is sure to be your favorite, just like it is ours. So visit secandlecode.com and use our promo code CRUX, that's CRUX, for 15% off all regularly priced items. That's secandlecode.com, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you to a place of pure joy. And welcome back to Ready to Love, brought to you by Crux Media. If you want to start your own podcast, hit the people over at Crux Media up, info@cruxmediagroupllc.com, and they got you covered. And we are here we're back after a slight layoff. We're here to bring you our commentary on the hit-own TV show, Ready to Love. We'll be dealing with season 5, episodes 8 and 9 tonight. And without further ado, I got to get the crew in here. It's been a layoff. We ain't been here for you. And I know you've been missing us. I know, because I missed us too. I did. And first, I got to start off with my dog, my ace, Boom Coon. Key, what's happening?
Hey, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. I can't complain.
Can't complain. You got a new background there, but it's okay.
Yeah. For the Christmas time, I felt Christmassy. There's a tree. You want to see my tree?
Oh, there goes the tree. Did you decorate? Did you decorate the place?
No.
But it's there.
It's there.
You should have slid it a little bit more to your right, and so it'd have been in frame, so we could get the whole Christmas spirit.
Yeah, or I could slide over. Let's see.
You slide over.
Slide over. There. Look at that.
That's the money shot. No, that's the money shot. All right, now, Key, I know I text you this morning because I listen to Key's show every Wednesday morning, early in the morning, because I'm up earlier than a lot of people. And she had an episode on the 5 love languages and how you can apply them to yourself, like doing stuff for yourself. And I thought it was so informative. So tell the listeners, tell our viewers just a little bit about what your episode was about today so they can check you out.
Okay, so today, like Yusuf said, we talked about the 5 love languages, which is quality touch, quality time.
Quality touch. I know Evie was in the background like, yo, why didn't jump in right there? Why didn't jump in right there?
Quality time, physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmations. And the reason why I talked about that is because with Micro Speak with Key, I mostly focus on, creating a good connection with yourself, because the more you love on yourself the way that you need to, the more you're going to attract, good relationships, even if it's not like it could be platonic, it could be romantic, whatever it is, the better you are to yourself, the more you look for in other people, right? So like I gave examples on how you would speak the 5 love languages. For example, physical touch. I'm going to go there because obviously I wanted to talk about it. For physical touch, on Saturday of last week, I went and got a facial. So that was me treating myself to physical touch. It could be on the relationship status. There was a show where you guys had Shiloh on there. When she taught you how to do the butterfly hug, that would be an example of doing that to yourself. Exactly. That would be.
Well, you got to breathe in and out too.
Yes, that would be a good example of doing that with yourself. But for you to hear the rest of them, I'm not gonna tell you everything because y'all know my shows are short. So just go listen to it.
Yeah, it's a 15, 20 minute listen. Like
Yeah.
you got 15, 20 minutes in the shower. Or at least you should. And if you don't, you need to wash again. All right. So appreciate you, Key.
No problem.
All right. Now, it's that dude, Jeff, all the way from ATL, a.k.a. Big Muffins. What's happening, Jeff? Okay.
It's the ears.
It's the ears.
Y'all see my hat dancing?
I see it, man. What you got?
Y'all see my hat dancing? Hey, man. What's up,
Jeff?
Beautiful people? We back in the building, man. What's good? What's good, man? Big Muffins Energy. I know you missed it. We here, man.
We here. Now,
Let's
Jeff,
take the hat.
I got to ask you a question. Well, first off, let me ask Key this question because this question was asked on our podcast, the Relationship Status Podcast, a while back, about a year ago, by one of our former co-hosts, the Professor T, and she asked, Key, are your bells jingling?
No, not this year. Ain't nothing jingling my way.
Jeff, are your bells jingling?
Perp, what up, man? Hey, what up, Perp? It's been too long, man.
What's up, Perp? Shouts out to you, Perp. Are your bells jingling, Jeff?
Yeah.
As he got that super grin on his face.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Jeff, man.
They're jingling, baby. Yo, you missed it. I got an ugly sweater. I got an ugly sweater that actually has bells on it. I'm gonna wear it next show.
Cause I gotta catch you next time. All right, now, Jeff, word through the Crux Media grapevine is that there is a show coming out soon featuring Jeff, that dude Jeff, aka Big Muffins. Tell us about that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in my spare time, I am a teacher, or at least I play one on TV. So I got together with a couple of my friends, and we realized that there's a specific number that stuck out to us, is that African-American male teachers only make up 2% of the entire teaching population. And Yosh, you can attest to this. And while we are often overlooked, often we carry a lot of weight and importance inside of the schools, and we're often looked at to do a lot of different things. So the purpose of this show is called Tales of the 2%, and it's a platform just for other Black male teachers to get their voice out there, discuss some things, kind of build a community of what's really going on, because unfortunately 9 times out of 10 you can't really communicate with other male teachers because most of your school building is a female dominated profession. So, we just want to get it out there. We got some really cool things lined up. And yeah, man, y'all tap in January, the end of January 2022, man. Y'all tap in.
That's what's up. Now, my guy, my cuz, all the way from PA, by way of Jersey, by the way of Queens, my boy Evie. What's happening, man? Welcome to the show, my boy.
It's been a while. I'm here for it.
You here for it? See, now,
I'm here for it.
Yo, I should have introduced you. I should have brought you in before Key, just because of Key's comment, because I feel like
I'm still on that. I'm on that. That's the 6th joint, right?
That's the 6th.
That was number 6.
Quality touch.
Quality touch. With that joint. Like, because you can't just get some old regular touch. You know what I'm saying?
It's gotta be a quality touch.
You know what I'm saying? That and then the quality touch will have your bells jingling. If you feel what I'm saying.
I feel what you're saying, bro.
I get an amen.
Amen from the Amen corner.
Some preaching.
Get the preaching.
Holla at your boy, Pastor. Holla at your boy, cause quality touch.
Yes,
Sister. Make sure your quality touch.
Oh God!
praise.
Brothers,
Oh Lord!
if you go with your woman to get a
I need
facial,
everybody.
make sure
I need
your
everybody in my prayer
quality
circle to know Eve is not
Yes.
speaking for us.
Yes.
Ma, it's my hat. Ma, this is my hat. That's my hat, Ma.
And the hat's jingling.
The hat is jiggling.
That is what quality touch does to you. That brother got some quality touch before work. And put the hat on.
Come on. Now.
Oh man.
Come on.
Oh,
did I go too far?
You know what? The people have missed us. The people have missed this.
Here's the thing.
We have delivered in the first 5 minutes.
On this show, there is no such thing as too far.
It might have been a little too far because I think he left mentally. Chill. I'm gonna calm down. But no, real talk. Before we start, real talk. I just want to take this opportunity real quick because everybody got a cup. If you don't got a cup, grab a cup.
All right,
my mama know how to preach. Now you know where I get it.
Mama, I'm sorry.
Everybody got a cup.
Things are jingle.
So, real quick. Serious tip. I just want everybody raise a cup real quick for my cousin right here. You know what I'm saying? Because that boy, the win got him not one, but two masters.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I appreciate because real talk, it is not too many brothers out here doing that. So I just want to take this time real quick just to salute you, give you your flowers, tell you keep doing what you're doing because it's good for the culture, it's good for the people, and I appreciate everything that you do on this platform, other platforms, and just being a black man. You know what I mean? So cheers, my brother.
Cheers, man. I appreciate that.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Well, you know, like I ain't gonna hold y'all, but like I ain't think I was gonna make it through. Like, you know, I got my kids full time, I coach full time, I teach full time. I started 2 businesses, and in the middle of doing all of that, I was like, shit, I need a damn master's. And then I signed up for a program where they was like, we ain't gonna give you 1, we'll give you 2, but you're gonna catch hell for it. And to go through it, straight A's, got straight A's and all of that. And on the other side, now mind you, the first week, I was out, son. I was like, yo, man, fuck this. I'm done. Like, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm done. Like, I quit. The first week, they gave me a bunch of work, and I was like, yo, I'm done. But what's been crazy has been the response to me getting it. And I actually started, and I don't mean to take us back because we're going to get into the show, and I really don't want to make this personal, but like I started back in 2015, 14, and my grandma passed in 2016, and I quit. I was like three classes from it. And I quit because like she always been that person that been in my ear with the education. Like, yo, you got to get it. 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 You got to go. Always been that motivation. And then she passed. And I was like, man, dog, I don't even got the motivation to go on. And so I got kind of talked back into going. And when I decided to go, I was like, shoot, I ain't got to do but 3 classes. They was like, nah, you've been out of school for too long. So you got to start over from the beginning. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then I went ahead, and there's nothing like the feeling of accomplishing something that people really didn't expect you to accomplish, or that people from where you from don't really do. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, with every statistic against what I am, I ain't even supposed to be sitting here right now.
Big fact.
You know, from where we from? Oh,
yeah. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. So, at the end of the day, for that to be the case, I'm really blessed, and I appreciate like everybody that chimed in. You know, everybody that helped me along the way. Like even Key, you know what I'm saying? Like Key even helped me along the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just through little stuff that she do.
Yo, it take a village. It take a village sometimes. You know what I mean? But the winning is good, and I got conquito for grandma.
Sir.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I mean? I purposely poured up the coquito tonight. But you gotta do it right.
Yeah, you got to.
Yo.
So let's go ahead, man. Let's get into. We're gonna start off with my man, that dude Jeff, aka Big Muffins. Your segment is up, my good brother. Get to it.
It's the hat for me.
Beautiful people, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. Big Muffins energy is back into your lifestyle. Don't judge the hat, man. This is doing something for me.
I love it.
All right, now
I ain't say I hated it. I said I love it. I love
it. It's been the segment you have been waiting for, ladies and gents. We are back. It is time for another segment. Date
have me cramp
or destroy. You guys ready for this? Oh no, they've been waiting for this, Eve. They've been waiting for this, Key. The people want to know, and they have questions that need answers. So while Key composes herself, Eve, I think we'll go with you first. Are you ready?
Let's get it.
Eve, are you ready? Are you sure?
Let's get it, homie. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. All right, Eve. Remember, ladies and gents, for those of you who need to remember how to play Dump, Date, or Destroy, we're going to give them one person from the show. We're going to give them one random celebrity. And literally, the first person that pops into my mind, they have to dump one, they have to date one, and then they have to destroy one. And when we mean destroy, we mean they have to kill them off. All right, Eve,
not quality
let's
touch.
Go. Not quality, no quality. Okay, no quality touch during this segment.
Okay.
No quality touch during this segment.
Okay, no
I'm
quality.
on board.
All right, and
while
we take this moment, I also would like to tell you that this segment is brought to you by Sweetest Fish, the number 3, and Unfiltered Jeans. Make sure you get you some. All right. So
2022.
2022 Unfiltered Jeans. All right. So, dump, date, destroy. The first person up.
My bad. Go ahead, brother.
The first person up on dump, date, and destroy. All right. You got to go with Butterface. That's number 1. Butterface. No, I'm sorry. For everybody who don't know who Butterface is, Sydney. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Sydney. Your second person is Mrs. Buttersworth. That's your second person. And your third random celebrity is Kim Fields. So you got Sydney, Lord have mercy. You got Sydney, you got Mrs. Buttersworth, and then you have Kim Fields. EB, dump one, date one, destroy one. Yo, can I get a drum roll, please?
Sleep. It's all good. Look. We got the longest drum roll ever. All right, so I would dump Mrs. Butterworth all over some pancakes. I would date Kim Fields. I'm sorry, but that's quality touch. And of course, you already know I'm destroying Butterface. Still quality touch. Pillow talk. I'll let you, boy.
Oh, enough pillow talk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are back.
You should have let Key go first.
You enjoyed
She's
it.
Done.
I should not. All right, Key. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing
ready?
well. How are you? Yes.
You having a good?
I
let you know I
am.
love that tree in the background. It looks nice.
It's nice.
All right, Key. Now you got the dump one, you got the date one, and you got the destroy one.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this?
Mhm.
Positive. Now be truthful, Key. This is the
Okay.
season.
Okay.
All right, Key. So your first person up from the show, you have Dante. Dante. Your second person is Morris Chestnut. Morris Chestnut. And your last person is my man Cat Williams. So Key, you've got the dump one, you've got the date one, and they all bring in candles. Key, every last one of them has a candle and an affirmation for you. Every last one of them has a candle and an affirmation. So you have Dante, you have Morris Chestnut, and then you have Cat Williams. Dump one, date one, and destroy one. Key. Drum roll,
Okay,
please.
so I would date Dante. I would dump Morris Chestnut because first of all, he don't like black women, and I would destroy Cat Williams.
I feel bad. Morris Chestnut.
Morris can't win. Gun
He don't like,
down.
He's
Gun
not
down.
for us.
Oh.
But Cat Williams is short, so he
Oh.
got to be destroyed. Y'all know how I feel.
That's telling me.
Need
Well,
to
ladies and
physically
gentlemen, that
challenge
has
the
been
low.
another episode of Dump, Date, or Destroy. I want to remind you that this segment was brought to you by Swedish Fish, the number 3, and coming in 2022, Unfiltered Jeans. Get you a pair. All right, back to you, Gil.
Super snug for the thug. You can sag your pants in unfiltered jeans. When your drawers don't show enough, get you some unfiltered. Super
Y'all boys,
snug.
man. Hey, first off, shouts out to Evie, man. Appreciate the superior, my man.
Yo, super smooth right there. I just
Hey, man.
finished my bottle.
This is what I'm on tonight. That's
It's
super superior.
smooth. That's
Yeah, man.
yo,
Hey,
the Dominicans got it right. Shout out to Nayo.
They did.
That Dominican rum.
Yeah, shouts out to my boy Domingo too. All right, so we're gonna try to slide through this. Oh, Swedish Fish. Okay, we're gonna try to slide through this real quick. So Key, we're gonna start off with Key. She's gonna cover episode 8, and then I'm gonna get into episode 9. We're gonna get everybody's takes on the stuff that happened. So Key, it's on you.
Okay, so in episode 8, the ladies met the exes. There was a lot to unpack there. Okay, Frank, I was a little shocked, but then not quite that his ex was Adele. I was slightly shocked, but not too much.
Morris Chestnut vibes.
His ex was
Just
not
a little
Adele.
shocked.
That was
Yeah, I was completely
Karen,
shocked.
not Adele.
I was Morris Chestnut vibes.
I could see it though. It was like as soon as I saw her walk in, I was like, "That's what it is." Yeah. Okay. So
It's that sugar. It's the sugar in his tank. Excuse me.
Now, that didn't shock me too much. Walter's ex was a little
Hood.
startling. I was startled.
Okay,
to say the least.
Better word.
Yeah, she was whack.
I wasn't expecting him to be his ex with, especially considering what it looks like his taste is.
For someone who claims to be hypersexual, he was kind of homely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't see the spice in that life.
mm.
I didn't.
Now, Dante, some of the exes I really wasn't that shocked by. Like, for example, Phil's ex, she was fine. They ain't really shocked me too much. She had good energy. Honestly, her and Shiloh meshed well. Their personalities weren't that much different. I think I was more shocked that he invited Tasia to meet her. I think I was shocked.
I think production invited her.
Now that was funny. That was funny.
Now
Production did that to everybody.
Speaking of production
did that to everybody. Go ahead, Key. I know where you're going.
Speaking of production, it was obvious that the women thought they were just going on a date with the men, had no idea that the ex was going to be there. But it was also obvious, like, okay, let's talk about Phil's date. I think the seat placement that Tasia was talking about, I think production did that.
Yeah.
I think they did that.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Who cares what you said?
100% agree.
You ain't even on a date. You on a date with the ex. There. Who cares what you said?
She had a point though, where she was sitting at.
She wanted to be close to Phil.
Her energy was garbaggio.
I felt like Tasia was justified in how she felt. But at the same time, I also felt like it wasn't fair that they did double dating. But I know that wasn't, the man's fault. It was production, because the same thing happened when the men was introduced to the friends. You understand what I'm saying? So it was it was a production thing, but I could honestly see why Tasia felt the way that she felt. And to be frank, don't put me in you could put me in a room with Shiloh because I know who I am, but the only person that could be in competition with Shiloh is someone that is comfortable fully with who they are. So I think that's where some of it was intimidation.
Yeah. Her attitude been whacked from the first show. So I think it's only fitting that she complain. Don't matter what it is. I think it's only fitting that she complain because her attitude was just whack.
I think she got a hard look. She realized on that date her connection with Phil wasn't that strong. I think that was the smack in the face that she needed. Because
her connection wasn't strong with nobody.
Vibing with somebody, it don't matter where you. But look, like in reference to that specific date, it doesn't matter where you sit. If the connection is strong, you're not gonna be worried about it. And I think she came in looking at it like, oh snap, like this ain't it. So,
yo, you put a fish in water, the fish gonna swim.
Period.
She can't swim.
She ain't a fish.
Were there any other couples that kind of stuck out to you guys that you like to talk about? Wait, yeah, I skipped something. Cornelius. Let's get there. Okay.
Cornelius? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh. Okay, let's talk about it. Camille.
Do we have to?
No, we can talk about the ex first, because
I want to talk about the ex in the exchange between her and Camille. That's what I want to talk about.
That is like night and day, because his ex looked like she like married with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like she'd have let herself go. No disrespect.
Now, I don't know.
I don't mean that in a disrespectful way.
No,
I mean
no.
Just not body shaming, just body tone, like the shapeage. You know what I mean?
Saying, I don't think that, and that, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody feels differently about the vibe that's coming off from Cornelius. The vibe I'm getting off Cornelius right now is that, especially when I saw his ex, it was like he feels like Camille is an upgrade from any woman he's ever had. Mm-hmm. So he's acting in such a manner that it's like, damn, this
you never had a fine woman before?
I ain't never had no fine woman. So here I go with this fine woman. And I think his ex is more the caliber of woman. And it's nothing to knock her.
I'm trying to describe it too. It's more knock her, but it's like June Cleaver versus Cindy Crawford. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I think Camille is more socially acceptable as a good-looking woman. Is that a better way of saying it? Than any, I would say, like, if she social media-ish body type and all of that people are looking for.
Like you, the hater, like if you were a hater, you would see him with her and go, why he with her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I ain't no hater, but that's just the vibe I got. And then it was like, she kind of real mommy-ish. Like,
Yeah.
He's looking for his mom's.
Yeah.
Now you're supposed to look. I ain't saying that don't look for your mother in someone, because that's your first image of a woman. It's your mom.
Qualities of your mom.
Qualities, right? The qualities, not the images.
Not the images. Qualities, not the images.
And then when she want to get into all of that, well, when she leaving? Hold up, this is my crib. That girl, she need to get a job with Flagger Force. We got these dudes out here called Flagger Force, and they literally stand out here. It's Flagger Force. They stand out here and they flag down traffic when they doing construction in the road. Camille need a job with Flagger Force because she's flagging red flags. I mean, she like bringing an airplane in. Like, dude, do you not see that this broad is bugged out?
Yeah,
but I think he's blinded by her looks and her body. I think he's blinded by that.
He's a sucker.
And his corniness. Key.
He's super soft.
So what do you think, Key?
Y'all just talked about physical appearance, and I didn't want to talk about that at all. But y'all are men.
We want your opinion on your opinion.
I felt like, okay, let's go back to a couple of, it might have been our last episode together. Let's talk about when we talked about Frank. Remember, we talked about how Frank knows how to give good answers.
Yeah,
you remember that? Yeah. And how how did you guys feel? Because I just felt Camille.
Oh, she passed the test. I'm with you on that. She came with it. She came with it.
I never heard Camille talk about God as much as I heard her talk about the last two episodes.
You understand? She put it on it.
And I feel like she's milking the God card because she knows that's what Cornelius really, what he's about. So she's saying what he needs to hear. Like the whole exchange between her and the ex, I was just sitting there like, this is not the same woman from the whole season. And I can't say that her faith, because just because somebody lives their life a certain type of way, it doesn't mean that they don't have Christian faith. But she just gave really rehearsed answers.
Yeah.
Because let's be for real, if you've been engaged 3 times, and everybody's gonna bring that up, so you probably know what to say to that.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you
that's like having 4 and 5 baby daddies. Like, some people really gonna question the fact that you have that many children and you have that many baby fathers. So you already know what kind of to say. You want to know what I say when people ask me about my baby daddies? I say I was dumb twice. I was dumb. Actually, I'd rather be dumb for 2 different people than to repeat the same thing. I rehearsed that. That's my answer.
She rehearsed that too.
Her whole answer was just.
But you know what? I think real talk, because I go to church. Well, I'm not in church right now, but I'm a Christian. I belong to a church. You know what I'm saying? And I tell my pastor to his face, yo, I'm 50. I'm 50-50. You know what I mean? I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out the grave. So it's what it is. But when I'm in church, I'm in church. You know what I'm saying? You can't be 100% real Christian or any religion and you, Pastor Sirach.
Yeah.
That's wrong. So all of them jokers is up there faking jacks.
The Bible don't say that you can't drink. The Bible say don't get drunk. That's what it says. That's what it say.
I don't read it. I skipped that scripture so I could drink.
But it don't say you can't drink. It say don't get drunk. So
but you shouldn't use an alcoholic beverage as a drink.
But Jesus turned the water into wine.
Yeah, but wine ain't no juice.
No, it's not. You can get drunk off wine.
Easiest way for Camille. I really feel like.
But either way, she's faking jacks.
No. There's different levels of faith. There's different levels of belief. There's different levels of different things. There's no really right or wrong way. But I agree with a lot of you that for the answers that she's given the last 2 episodes, is indicative of someone who practices a more devout belief than she does or she did. So based off of what she's shown, you could tell it's practice or it was made up or she saw this from somebody and was like, I'm gonna give that answer. Because when you're in the church, even if you don't say nothing, your actions will speak your faith. Her actions don't speak her faith. So there is no way you're telling me, especially even with the necklace she gave and all that type of stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure she was that's next episode, but like that's not her. That's her playing a role.
She go to the church of a thin line between love and hate. That way she go. She go to church of thin line between love and hate. Crazy. Girl from Meat Rock.
She need to be baptized twice or 3 times.
She need to be drowned. Baptized. Don't go in the pool and don't pull her up.
I will say her demeanor. I was prepared for her to be like a firecracker. I was prepared for that because that's how she acts on every other show. So like when I say I really feel like, well, she couldn't practice because technically they didn't know they were going to meet the exes. I do feel like she had those answers rehearsed because somebody was going to bring that up. Eventually she was going to have to say that.
I bet you
I think she knew. I think they know. I think they know, but they don't know when.
Okay. Because when she walked in the house, she saw the heels. So, because wasn't she like the first one?
That was the first thing she said.
Yeah, that was the first one they showed.
Oh, what's up with the shoes? First of all, calm the fuck.
Sir.
I'm gonna just tap. I'm tapping out on this one. I'm gonna just tap out.
I mean,
just got back.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I don't think there's anyone else that we really need to discuss. Wait, how did y'all feel about Naeem? Am I saying his name right?
Yeah, Naeem, that's right.
Brother
How did y'all feel about what his ex said about Zadia?
She still got feelings for old boy.
Yeah.
You think?
That's what I thought.
Oh,
she was trying to.
Oh, hard.
That's what I thought.
She was trying to get some quality touch.
Yeah, she was running interference all the way.
Yeah.
And I think they picked up on it.
You don't think she had genuine concerns?
I think she had genuine concerns, but you could pick up off of the way that he was acting and she was acting that they never really like move past each other. Like, you know, sometimes you get back in a certain somebody's presence, old feelings come up and things are said and all that type of stuff. And you could tell that either there were still some open scars between the two of them, or she was expecting, you know how you see somebody else, she was expecting anybody else but Zadia to come in there. So it's like, oh, the only reason you like her, you must like us because she got a big booty.
Oh, yeah. But that's that hate. But that's why I don't agree with that. Like, what is my ex? What can my ex get? What insight can my ex really give another woman?
Nothing.
We broke up for a reason.
It's a question
we
of
not
what
together
other
for a
woman would
reason.
listen
I don't know.
to
Phil's ex, she gave really good commentary back. And so it depends on the person.
It depends on the woman. Right.
Yeah.
So it does. But what if I was physically abusive?
Then I'm going to tell it. So don't ask me.
So why I need to set myself up?
But you wouldn't set yourself up if you was a narcissist or you was abusive, though. You wouldn't even do that.
But if you don't see yourself,
you know you hit that girl upside her head now.
I didn't mean to
blame it on that alcohol. Nah, but I just don't agree with that. I real talk. I don't agree with insight from an ex. Now you want to say,
well, and that's why he said what he said. Remember, he said he was good where he was. She didn't have good stuff to say back, but it didn't change his opinion. He did say that. So
maybe a friend, introduce her to a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Like if it's because this is more common with men. Well, you know what? This is more common with everybody except me. Okay, so if you have like a ex that you are friends with, let's say like an ex that you dated like 10 years ago or something like that, and you're still friends or you end up being just platonic, then maybe.
Yeah, let's say like I got that, like my son's godmother. because she became my son's godmother after we dated. We real cool. You know what I'm saying? But we was real cool from the beginning.
So would you introduce her to your next?
No. Now, if because of my family dynamic, you might get introduced because this is my son's godmother.
Right.
So I'm not gonna go, oh yeah, by the way, we dated.
Oh, you'll leave that out.
It's none of your business. Your future's with me, not my past.
I guess it depends on if it's a situation where that could possibly come out. You don't want her to find out some other way.
If it come out, it come out. You could either get with it or step off. Because it ain't like we on some day-to-day call jump. You know what I mean? We ain't chopping it up on a regular. But I know that if I'm down and out, I could go to her crib, yo, help a brother out, and she got me. You know what I'm saying? But it's nobody's business who I'm friends with. It's nobody's business who I dated. It's nobody's business how many I dated. So why is that insight to me? They're not gonna have a clean insight. No, I'm just saying they're not gonna have a clean insight.
I'm agreeing. That's
Jeff bugging out.
Get in the conversation.
I can't. It's the buddy ears in the face.
Listen to me. I'm not trying to be a distraction. Stick to the script.
I'm
Yo, it's all good. I just feel that way. What my past is my past. What you want to know about my past, I will give you. I'm an open book. All you got to do is ask the questions.
Long story short, Tommy sucks for that curveball.
It curved right back into the back of his big old bald head.
No, you never.
What that say? What's that Vision podcast say?
No, you never put the person you're with in the position to find out by someone else that you've been in contact and or hanging around someone you've dated. Most women see that as a sign of betrayal. Yeah, if I find out by somebody else, yeah.
If you find out that the person that you've been around is an ex.
Yo, check this out. Mm-hmm. How about I had so much issues in my marriage because my wife knew my ex, right? And then she knew the dynamic of my ex being my son's godmother, right? So anytime these people's name came up, she got tight. Like, what are you upset about? Oh, you need to end it with them because you with me. Well, I'm ending anything. This is my family. Like, I got to deal with her because we got a kid. I got to deal with the other one because that's the godmother.
So you appointed somebody as a godmom and didn't have that discussion? That's a whole nother episode.
No. Mom Deuce knew about it. Mom Deuce.
It is.
Yeah,
the mother was on board with it.
The mother was on board.
But then
because they actually fought. That was the crazy part. They actually fought, but then once everything got cleared up, oh, this is a cool person. That's a cool person. We actually cool with each other.
I ain't beat nobody.
And they go to vibe. Trust me. Anybody that knows me, you see how being around Yusuf is a vibe?
Yeah,
I'm the same way. So when I have people around me, everybody is cool with everybody. I could bring, how many times I done brought people from Jersey and Brooklyn to my projects in Queens and have a great time. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's around me know the vibe. So, but I'm not going to meet someone and go, this is the dynamic you have to deal with. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, all right, that's my son's mother. That's his godmother. And forget the exes. It only matter how I treat you with me. Period.
That's what I'm talking about, cuz.
I was just saying.
100.
Word.
Just saying.
Word.
That's my older brother. He's 11 months older than me and 200 pounds heavier. Love you, bro.
Kick your ass. You keep on with him.
I'm in Pennsylvania. He's in Georgia. I can say what I want.
I can't because he can get to me quickly, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay, I think that was all I really wanted to talk about when it came to the episode before last. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss, or you want to go ahead and move forward?
I have one more thing. I am so happy.
I know what you about to say.
I am so happy. I wish I had some Wicked Witch of the West music. Because I am happy that Tasia got voted off. Because I'm tired of seeing her attitude. Stinking attitude. Fix your attitude and she will actually be a beautiful person.
Tasia should have gone from episode 1.
That's some real piece of advice that I have for her. Fix your attitude.
You think she went and called Sean when she left?
Yeah.
Choice words. That's all I got to say about Tasia.
She called Sean.
All right. On to episode 9.
Evie, your brother has some words for you that we cannot show.
I love you too, my brother.
That we cannot show right now.
I could just look. Oh yeah, that's my bro.
Yeah, we can't show it. But
But 1 month out of a year, we're the same age.
But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna get into season 4, episode 9, Out of Town and Out of Bounds. I got a couple questions here. First off,
day trip.
This day trip. Now,
terrible trip.
Wait, hold on. And I hate to compare shows,
brother. I spend more time on a Greyhound than they spent in that house.
I hate to compare trips, but at least they spent a couple of days at the ranch in Married at First Sight.
Bruh.
Then
you're not even there a whole 2-3 hours. Oh, one of y'all going home tonight.
And they didn't have no activities. Like they was just at the house.
I'm gonna make a passionate plea to Oprah.
What?
Open that wallet. We know you got butter.
I don't know if it's her though. Like if they're just on her network. I don't know if she.
But it's still a budget. Everything got a budget.
What you talking about? Gail in charge of that show, bro. She ain't budging.
Yo, Gail ain't got no money. She can't budge. Oprah got the cheddar. Get a loan.
It was a terrible trip.
Call Bank of America and get a loan. Something. Just get the people a little more. Get the people a little more. They could have did 2 days. A day and 2 days. A weekend.
It was
they could have went to that Florida place, the Keys.
They could have went to the Keys.
Anything that has to do with key and a candle.
Yeah.
I think I just saw Gatorade come out her nose. All right. Now,
is that a Snuggie?
That is a Snuggie.
You got a Snuggie?
It's not.
Let that girl be comfortable and
Key, aka Linus. With the blanket.
She got a blanket.
It's her comfort.
I got an Indian blanket though. I got an Indian blanket. Shout out to the Indian blanket. Yo, that joint. Don't never get no quality touch under the Indian blanket. I just gotta say that.
Yo, how do we keep coming back to this quality touch?
It's number 6. It is number 6. He just made it a thing.
Key made it a thing.
Key made it a thing.
Yo, talk about the episode, yo.
Key didn't make a thing.
Yo, episode 9.
Okay, I went too far.
She made the thing.
Okay, so we got Walter riding with what's the Korean chick name? God dog it.
Sabrina.
Yeah. And their conversation seemed like Walter was just ready to get to the place.
I don't think it was a good idea that they rode together.
I didn't either.
No. I personally don't think any of
ready for her to go.
I didn't think that was a good idea, especially with him having a second connection there.
Yeah. I just
it was doubling up in cars the whole time.
Yeah. And then Zadia was a third wheel to Camille and Cornelius.
Like she was good with that. She was good with that because
Cornelius was the third wheel.
There's a fact. He was a driver. He was a driver. He was driving Miss Daisy.
All right, and then they get to the house, and like you said, Key didn't think it was a good idea for him to ride with Sabrina because he did have another strong connection that was at the house, and Walter like almost goes straight to Mumin, and they sing their song that they wrote.
They wrote a song together.
Now, mind you, my ears are still coming back to life from that song.
That joke is garbage.
Monique can sing though. Monique can sing in real life though.
She might could sing in real life, but she can't write no lyrics.
That show.
So she need to go on and get on the Puff Daddy program and have somebody write them lyrics for her.
Okay, so for her to be a singer and let Walter write the song is terrible. That's a terrible idea. I'll just put it there.
You can tell by the way Walter shaves his beard. That's a terrible idea.
What is wrong with y'all?
He do kind of look like an ice cream cone.
Yo, like his beard
he look like a waffle cone with
his beard just goes straight
French vanilla ice cream with the top.
Like there's no contour to his mustache. Like it's just like straight across. Like a bowl cut. Like they put a bowl on his face, and they was just like, all right, we're gonna cut that shit.
Did you close your eyes with it?
I'm just not, because I don't understand why we keep doing this every week.
These jokers need to be clown because they think they lit.
All right, so after the great rendition of the song by Mumin and Walter, the group is told that a man will be leaving the house. So basically, someone who drove there is going to be driving home alone.
Better call an Uber.
Yo.
Now, if they didn't drive, then yes, I would suggest.
That means some of the females is going to be walking home because all the brothers did the driving.
That does mean that some of the females, I feel like Shiloh drove herself.
I guarantee.
Oh, I'm drinking coquito. Coquito. I'm drinking coquito. It's pistachio flavored.
Why I keep getting under the blanket? Like
she in the Snuggie.
She pushed the button around the Snuggie. Like
you remind me of the late night commercial of the Snuggies.
This is a family show. Let that girl get comfy.
See my tree.
We going back.
Set the mood.
Back to the tree.
All right.
It's Christmas.
By the pool, Dante and Zadie.
Hold up. We hold up real quick. You know what they remind me of sitting by that piano singing?
What's that?
I am cold.
She needs some iron. She needs some iron in her life. They remind me of when Romy Rome would come in the room singing, and he want to sing the sweet love songs to him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just that's what they remind me of. But continue.
Sit down and sing your song.
And Romy Rome's in the house. All right, so Dante and Zadie, they have a conversation by the pool, and they have this sort of connection. But do you think, and Kim asked you, do you think the connection is very shallow or surface?
I feel like Zadia's connections with everyone is surface level. I don't think it's much more than that with her. I don't think it's the men as much as I think it's her.
You don't think there's any depth to her?
No.
Okay. That dude, Jeff?
She sucks. So Zadia's deepest connection is Naeem. So everybody else, I feel like she didn't put the effort in like she did with Naeem because she was testing the waters. Now that everybody else is starting to make these serious connections and all these names have been brought up at the table, she's like, okay, maybe I'll go over here and I'll try this. Maybe I'll try this. Because remember, at one point in time, she was the hot girl. Then all of a sudden, Shiloh kind of skipped over all of that and everybody's talking Shiloh now. So she's like, okay, she got to try to try all these connections out. Because I don't think she was ever really feeling Dante like that. Because you saw when they started talking, like later in the show, she was more upset when they started talking about putting Naeem in the bottom two than anything they could have ever said about Dante.
But the only reason of that was because, you know what, I don't really think she was upset about what was said about Naeem. I think she felt like Aisha just didn't have a right to say anything. Anytime she opened her mouth, she had something to say. That's what I personally think that was.
I mean, I get that, but if there's not some feeling, like if you're not feeling this, bruh, at any point in time, why even combat what she's got to say? Like, why even try to shoot that down to start off with?
Well, her feelings were kind of hurt because remember, she even admitted that her strongest connection was Dante until that trip. She said that. Right. She was like, you know, he's not interested anymore. And it was obvious he wasn't interested because he ended up being more interested in Aisha.
Yo, that's what happened. Zadia had a girls trip with Camille.
Ignorant women ignorant women can't take any type of opinionated woman. And Aisha is an opinionated woman. This ain't New York talking. This is real talk. This is what I see. She's a very opinionated woman. So when you discussing something, she's gonna give her input. It ain't my fault you can't take it. It's input. You know what I'm saying? When they said, like before, we need to shrink down. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's a hustle move right there. If I could tell everybody to shrink, I could watch them play their hand, and then I can go ahead and just, let me make my power move.
Let me slide right in.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and, all right, I see where you going. I see it ain't working for you. Let me get that. Pass the remote. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know where to get this to. And that's what it's doing. She is, real talk, she made all three of them bros look like suckers. To the men.
Who is the three?
Mumin, Zadia, and Camille.
No, I'm
telling you. Look on YouTube.
They called themselves the dark skin something.
The dark skin crew.
They included Mumin in that. She can't help. They included her.
She riding with them. They're friends. She was being catty with that whole situation
too. And Shiloh wasn't being catty.
And Shiloh shut up and minded her business. See what I'm saying? The beef was between Camille and Aisha. Why does Zadia and Mumin have anything to say?
Well, Zadia always has something to say
because they ride with Camille.
No, I think it's personal with Zadia and
I get it. I get it that Aisha's sliding on your man. Like I get it, but that's what we here for. So why you gotta be catty? Won't you just be a woman and bust a move? Know what I'm saying? Throw some draws, do something. You don't gotta be catty and show that you don't gotta show your immaturity to. And I will say this: none of these men presented themselves immaturely.
Right.
None of them.
Agree with that. I do agree with that.
And that's even going back to Corey Whack behind and old Rap Master Flex that got voted off first. Like. None of these dudes were really like on some real immature.
Right.
Nothing. But once this start hitting the fan, all these, it's them three women. 1, 2, 3, immature. He my man. I want to make a face. No. Why you gotta have anything to say about what my girl got going on? Why you gotta? I ain't got time, bro. If you don't to the left, like.
To the left.
Yo, I was so mad in that situation, not because they came for my boo. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not with that. But why it take three of y'all to gang up on one person? Oh, you a hater. You a hater this, hater that, hater this, hater that. Why do all of that? Where is that gonna get you in the eyes of the person that you're dealing with? Because I'm gonna take a look at that and be like, I'm out. I could get voted off today.
You saw the men across the table, like it just was like
they went to who was right,
and
that's what upset
that's how
them.
Zadia lost up on Dante.
That's exactly how she lost him. That's exactly how she lost him.
Well, for the listeners who or the people that are viewing, who did not hear it, here we go.
Definitely you understand that this is a journey, and you have to be uncomfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah, we definitely have all gotten close to each other.
Yes.
So it's definitely hard to see anybody go at this point.
I would agree with
it's
that.
It's starting to get to the point where it's starting to cut down to the bone
to the white meat.
To the white meat.
But you good, bro.
Cornelius and Camille's connection. It seemed like a possessive situationship. Well, that's what he's into, then that's great for him. But if it's not, then, it couldn't be me. I'll just say that.
Some of y'all ain't got no reason to be concerned. It's still a process and people should be real. Some people ain't got no reason to be concerned because they didn't make the connection. At some points, I wish I drank. We're in this process to find that one, and I've done a sprint and some people are doing a marathon, so it's sad, but we'll see you guys at the reunion. I don't need to say anything. I don't want to say anything.
Camille and Zadia, it's like this little clique. We didn't come here to make friends, but we also didn't come here to be catty and bitter and jealous and insecure, and that's what they're exuding. It's nasty.
No one knows nobody's walk in life.
Yeah. Thank you.
Everybody deserves to have real connections.
The name of this journey is everyone trying to figure out their connections. Granted, that's great. Y'all made a connection. But who's to say he won't get voted off the island because he's not giving it?
Y'all up.
Well, I'm not. It's called Ready to Love, not confused.
That's the problem right there, why no one wants to talk about the process, because you're making threats like that. How uncomfortable is that for somebody to hear? Well, if you put my man in the bottom, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's not cool.
She's saying, don't put Cornelius on the heat. I will F y'all up, y'all put him on the chopping block. Why?
Aisha, if somebody is put on the chopping block that you want to fight for, then you need to fight for them.
Of course.
That's what it is. It's not attacking a couple that has decided that they are going to stick beside each other.
I'm not saying that.
That sounds very
hater-ish. That's not what I'm saying.
God.
How does that sound?
What is she saying?
Because ain't nothing in my bone, ain't a hater bone in my body. So
what are you saying?
Hold up.
You always want to jump in and defend them. And I'm not talking to you. Let them figure it out. I have an opinion in this matter too. I'm in this process too.
You don't have an opinion.
You always want to say something things like haters.
And it kind of goes left from there. So, like, Key, what was your thought as like initially watching it and like watching this whole thing go haywire? What was your thoughts while it was happening?
Honestly, it didn't make any sense. And I feel like there's some missing parts to it, because when you think about what Aisha said, right? When she started the whole thing about the journey, that really didn't fit the scene before that. Like it didn't fit what was said. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like there was something that was said that triggered Aisha to speak that. It was more than what Camille was saying.
Well, you can see the choppiness in it. You can see the choppiness in it.
If I've ever believed that show was edited, I believed it with this particular episode, because it didn't flow right.
I think they had to take some parts out because
to fit
probably
the
got it time, and I think it really got popping up in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really got popping. That New York came out like, yo, was really hood. I really think so.
Now I agree with what she was saying, but here's the thing that I'm really confused about, and maybe I'm a little lost. Maybe y'all can find me. Okay. Camille is upset about Cornelius possibly going home, and she made the comment, if you send him home, I'm gonna F you up or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is my first rodeo with this show, but other people went home because they only had one connection. So what's confusing me is, if his only connection is Camille and he's not connecting with other people, shouldn't he go home?
And I think that's my issue with it. But I think that him staying on keeps Camille on, and she's good for ratings.
I think
exactly.
the problem.
I'm so confused.
I think what it is her attitude is so strong when it comes to him that no one is willing to go. I'm gonna argue for him because I'm not even interested in dude. She has his eggs all in her basket. He ain't even put them there. So I don't care about him. So you want him, have at him. You know what I mean? But she is so aggressive for what she wants, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's still is how you present it. You ain't gotta be, I'm gonna beat somebody up. We could thump, we could do this, we could do that. That's not necessary. She could simply say, yo, I think that's the one for me. I really want to pursue that. Please don't send him home.
But okay, now I'm gonna ask Yusuf this question because you've watched all the other seasons. So if she decided to,
I'm with you, Key.
So if she decided that she wanted, if they decided they wanted to go ahead and say they want to be a couple, they don't get voted off, right? How does that work?
Well, what I can say is I've never seen it happen like this before.
Okay.
Where in previous seasons, it usually comes down to at the end, one person choosing between two. So whether it's a man choosing between two women or a woman choosing between two men, it kind of comes down to that at the end. In previous seasons, I've never seen it where a person has latched on to someone and literally put them in a relationship on the show before the last episode. It's always been...
He ain't even in no relationship with her.
Yeah, well, she's in a relationship with him. He ain't in a relationship with her.
They was in there talking about a wedding in that car.
Yeah.
Oh, it's common law marriage by now. I feel
house.
Yo,
who gonna buy the house?
Yo, he was about as uncomfortable as a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, and but
I'm sorry, my dude was not. He was not witty.
Key, to answer your question,
and if he need to man up. Go ahead.
That was the case. And I think one of the best seasons of Ready to Love was season 2, where they had them locked they pretty much had them set up in a house. And it was the beginning of the pandemic, and they had them in a house. And although you saw connections that were strong, people didn't just go, hey, this is mine, nobody touch. It was like, hey, everybody kind of find your thing. And this is the first season where it's been like a person like Camille going, because every time there's been somebody who's been willing to say, yo, I'm all in right now, they voted that person off. They were like, yo, they're not ready to explore other connections. So they've always voted them off, which is why when they voted off, what's his name? Tyrone. I thought that was wrong to do, just in the sense of Camille is on the show doing the same exact thing.
I feel like this show shouldn't be called Ready to Love then.
Ready to bully.
You're ready to mingle, because why are you going to tell me I'm not ready to love because I actually found someone early on that I connected with? Well, that makes me more ready than everyone else.
But it depends on...
I mean, more crazy.
Well, what I will say is...
No, I didn't mean in the way of Camille. I was talking about Tyrone.
Okay. Yeah. And I think the only reason Tyrone got voted off was because of how Tyrone played it. Because I do believe that in past seasons, people have homed in on who they wanted and said, okay, yeah, I want this person. But they were still exploring other people and going, okay, well, let me see what this person's about. Let me see what this person's about.
He should have pursued it instead of
he should have pursued her while still having discussions and talks with other people, just trying to find out. Because I do feel that sometimes in dating, I think on our show we had Anwar White. He's a dating counselor for a dating coach for a relationship coach. I'm sorry, for professional women. And he says that he agrees with Olympic dating. And Olympic dating, for those who don't know, is dating multiple people until you kind of come to a point of this is where you are. And I'm not saying I agree because I don't. But with that premise, but in this sense of this is what you're signing up for. You're signing up for a show in which you're supposed to pursue dating multiple people to find out what's there. Now, my issue with Camille and the difference between Camille and Tyrone is Camille in episode 1 was like, that is mine.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrone was like episode 3. He was like, yo, I'm really feeling this girl. So I don't need to pursue nothing else. I want to pursue her, which in essence, Key, I agree with you because I think that that's how things should be. It should be, hey, I'm at a point where I want to pursue this person because this person, I feel like this person is my person. Mm-hmm. I've explored everybody else and nobody else gives me the feeling that this person gives me. So let me pursue them. And I believe that the issue was Shiloh wasn't in the same space.
Right.
Well, she did say that.
Because had she been in the same, yeah, she did. No, that's what I'm saying. She wasn't in the same space. So, because had she been in the same space, she would have fought for him like Camille fights for Cornelius.
Right.
But being that she wasn't in the same space, it scared her.
Right.
And it's nothing I know for fact, but just insinuating from the show.
Yeah, it did look. But she said that.
No, she cried. She was really.
She kind of said that in the deliberation that she. Ooh,
it took her back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh my God, like, damn, you coming all in on me. And then he cut Sabrina off. So in the deliberation, Sabrina already feeling salty.
Yeah.
And there's these other people who don't have a strong connection with him. And then you got Shiloh, who's generally a nice person, going, well, if all these people out on them, like, I mean, how much fighting can I do if I'm not quite there yet? I'm not saying I can't get there. I'm just saying I'm not there yet. And the only issue I have with this show is the issue that you just brought up, Key. Like, if I personally have a genuine connection with someone on my end, and I'm like, hey, this is my person. Like, I'm really feeling this person. To put me off the show because I'm really feeling somebody, I don't know if that's right or wrong.
Right.
And but in the way that Tyrone did it, not in the sense in which Camille does it, I feel like Camille should have been voted off the last episode that 2 episodes ago when the guys had the power, because nobody had a connection with Camille outside of Cornelius. No one.
She crazy.
So, I mean, it's just that is crazy to me.
That's the type of chick that you see at the bus stop fighting her dude.
She look like she'll whoop Cornelius behind too.
But I think Cornelius will like it.
Bruh.
I don't think he. I think he's genuinely fearful. I do.
Oh, dang, Key, is it that funny?
I ain't never seen a grown man so scared to speak in my life.
I think something going on in Key background.
No, I was laughing at that.
And he's fearful.
Hey, stop coming back to the hat, man.
Was it the hat?
It was the hat. It was just a lot.
Because Jeff keeps doing the pulling and the ears be flopping and shit.
And maybe it was right on time with fear.
Yeah, what fearful?
What fear looks like? It looks like this. Oh my God, Camille.
Shoot, that's what it looked like running away. Yo, you know what she reminds me of the chick with the bunny, the Looney Tunes with the cat. I'm gonna love you and hug you and kiss you and I got so much to say that I can't say because this is not a rated X show.
It's not.
It's not, sir.
But I'm really off these. I'm really off these 3.
Let's ease back into this.
You know what? And I had to say this because my beautiful women, chocolate girls get a bad rep. They do. The chocolate girls get a bad rep. And these three right here for me is just playing right into that BS. It really is. It really is. And it really watching this episode, it brought me back to that same level of disgust when Gil had to say that he was not with Marilyn no more.
No, I wouldn't that disgusting. Nah, I wouldn't that disgusting.
That's where it brought me. Because you see, you see, if you look in the group chat, I just went off. I didn't even say good evening. I just went off.
You didn't speak at all.
There was no affirmation.
I think I was asleep.
Mad.
No. This was that night because we was watching that. I watched it. Was it Sunday night, and I just went off. I went off so much that Yosh went and watched it.
See, I had saw it Friday, but y'all wasn't talking in the group chat, so I ain't say nothing.
I had to work.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then this happened.
I just didn't care. Yeah.
And then this happened. Y'all be quiet.
And then there's Dante.
Mr. Phil, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Miss Aisha. She's had a long day, and I would like to. She is.
Still a punk.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You gonna come in with the silk? Oh, this is how you doing me?
I told you I was getting ready.
Dante's coming in now and showing me up again. Chest glistening and like my man really came in looking like Prince. This might be the smoothest way I've ever lost a girl. All right, this is what it is. This is how y'all got me doing.
Come in after a stressful conversation. I definitely think you deserved for me to take care of you. Me and Aisha have some great chemistry. You right here, right now. That's what I need. That's what I need.
So nice.
So I'm definitely gonna give her a massage and bring back her focus to me and what our goal is on this journey. So bring everybody here, Bronx Bombshell.
Hey.
NYC in the building. that was definitely a bing bong moment right there.
Bing bong.
Dante came in, bro.
When you see the dogs in the front yard, just know man's going hard.
Hey,
bing bong.
I had like what he had on. It was
he
nice.
put them two dogs in the front yard. I ain't mad at that,
bro. Look, not too many brothers have been able to show up, Phil. Not too many brothers have been able to show up.
I was impressed.
I know that you could tell that they had it kind of scheduled. So you spend your time. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for what I'm gonna do with her. Get your time, man, my brother. But just know I'm coming back. But what you remember them time? You remember the Time Life record commercials with Soul Sensations or whatever? Oh no, my brother. You got to get your own. That's what I'd have hit. That's what I would have hit. If I was Phil, that's what I would have hit Dante with. Like, oh no, my brother, you gonna have to get your own. Take your upstairs and my dude.
Bro,
but
I had the matching shorts and shirt. Oh, okay.
He said my dude looking like Prince.
He said chest glistening. Like, as a grown man, I can't say another man chest glistening.
Hard pause. Hard pause. Hard pause.
You said he looked like he smelled good, Key?
Yeah. He had on shea butter.
I had smelt the coconut oil through the screen.
He was like, he had the pina colada butt oil.
I was like, oh, that's nice.
And the top of his dome was like that. You gonna put coconut oil on the top of that? Like, he was just.
He probably had on some Prince Adorn up there going on there, but then
oh, they started.
There it is. Lord have mercy.
That's what
happened.
He
two-stepped into the bedroom too.
I know you did. Lord have mercy. Dante wasn't even on my list
girl.
until this episode.
Yo, he was licking his lips like LL the whole night.
Lord have mercy. I forgot he had 3 kids just that fast.
But on some real though, I will say this, ladies, if you're listening, that massage, that's in my player card. It works.
You get the massages eat.
It works. I'm about to get a table. I'm buying myself a table for Christmas. It's gonna go right there next to that candle.
I see.
Oh. Well, all right now.
Hey, quality touch, Key.
And we're back.
Candles are good. Set the mood. But no, real talk. I like how you did that though. I like how you did that because
as you will.
No, real talk. I'll bust some Afro raps.
Wait, yo, hold on. Let me bring up a point real quick. But do you see the level of respect between the guys where they were able to do that without no real beef going on and wasn't nobody being real catty and nothing like that? Like he was like, okay, I had her.
Because he's real men though. Men ain't catty.
But I think that Phil has a definitely good friend vibe with Aisha. Like, because he was caring for her and showing her real joint, like real attention from the gate, from when she had the car accident, all of that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think Phil's a stand-up.
You see who grabbed her at the table when she was arguing?
Phil and Dante. Yo, that's why they all salty. And I think Naeem kind of slid up in there too. You know what I mean? To calm her down while they just sitting over there. You see, that's the thing, man. Yo, these bros had it in for her. You can see it. You can see the hate because they just sitting back like, oh, why you so mad? Why you so mad? Like, this is real life. It might be a little on the crazy side, but it's real life.
I don't find
play with me in real life.
I don't find Camille to be attractive in the face. Like,
yo, what's her name? Hey. Draws. Big in the draws. That's it. She got top heavy. All right.
Oh, hey, Sabrina. Hey.
Oh,
that's what's up right there.
What's up, girl?
You know what's crazy? You know what? Now that she pops in, yo, real talk, we never said nothing crazy about her.
Nah, we
never said nothing crazy about her. It's all love.
We never. Like
the tattoos,
a good bit of people, but we ain't never pop off on some.
Evie loves her back tattoos. I want you to know that. Evie loves her back tattoos.
The tattoo, tattoos.
The tattoos.
I love tattoos on a woman.
No. I do got a question. I got a question.
Wait, hold on, Eve. Let me get you some music, bro. Shoot your shot, Eve.
I just want to know how many tattoos she got, and can I rub those tattoos? That's what I want to know.
Shoot your shot, Eve. Shoot your shot, Eve. I got you, bro.
Yo.
I got you, bro.
Yo. Holla at your boy. Listen. And you know what? I might be, I'm definitely too short, but I know what I'm doing.
From the parking lot.
Real talk.
Steph Curry with the shot.
Don't play with me. I grew up climbing trees, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Don't tempt me. I'll let you boy. It's the tattoos, though. I love it. I love them.
From the parking lot.
Hey,
I'm about to drop the address in the comments.
Hey,
everything always lined up right. It's in God's plan.
Yeah, for the first time
ever. I got you, Key. I know where you going, Key. But E, like, it ain't about an hour to
and I don't want no kids.
From PA to where she at, it ain't about an hour,
and
bro.
I don't want no kids neither.
And you don't want no kids. Boom. There you go. I got you.
If you don't slide in them DMs tonight, E.
Yo. And you know, quality touch. I was just about to say that.
Number six
strikes again.
I ain't scared of no. No, woman.
Hey, hold on.
Too much.
Oh God!
Yo.
What just happened?
Yo.
This is the relationship status podcast. We have you covered from head to base.
Hold up.
Okay?
What's my song? Let me get my song real quick. I got a song for you.
Oh, hey, Sabrina, he got a song.
I got a song for you.
Don't depart yet, Sabrina. He got a song for you.
You go just yet. You go just yet. While Eve getting lined up, let's finish talking about this though. While Eve getting lined up, let's finish this.
Wait, how we gonna end the show now? Like, where we at?
Oh, we gonna end it. We gonna shut it down.
I don't know how we can end the show. All we can say is good night. At this point, just good night.
But we ain't gonna say good night till I'm done.
Hey, Sabrina said she listened to
Sabrina said she's
I'm getting them. Relax.
You ready for
We ain't done.
End on this.
God, Eve.
Yo, relax.
You ain't gotta get ready.
Yo, relax.
If you ever had to have it queued up, you should have had it queued up tonight.
This is unexpected. This is unexpected. My bad.
God works in mysterious ways.
Oh, she said we gotta finish the review. Oh,
there it is.
Don't turn your back on me.
Hey.
Eve about to be on the next episode Ready to Love.
You so beautiful.
Eve about to be the next guest on Ready to Love.
I made you show it off, girl. Never. I'm about to go get a haircut in a minute. Yo, the table coming.
She said, all you need is a table. All you need is a table. Eve. Take notes. Take notes, Eve. Take notes.
Yo, the table coming. Yo.
Oh, my side hurts. Oh, my side.
I know this is not what this is.
Listen.
Hey.
Listen.
We got to reel it back in.
Don't let this 5'6" fool you. I ain't got 3 kids for no reason.
Hey, shouts out to Sabrina for tapping in, Sabrina.
Real talk.
For tapping in, man. Bring the rest of the
And
crew
bump
next
Walter.
time.
Walter's a clown.
I couldn't get to my question, dog. Like, my question was like, how is this joint line up? Like, I just wanted to know how his joint line up. Like, I ain't know.
It line up like LeBron James doing.
LeBron James.
Get out of here. Yo, my man needs some Beijing on that.
Oh God.
Respect. Nothing but love and respect. Nothing but love and respect.
If Chief
and I like how. Hold on. I gotta say this. I love how she said she don't speak no Korean when my man tried to come with the Korean song, but then bust down some Korean later.
She actually didn't say that. They edited that. What she said was she didn't know that song. She didn't understand that.
Okay.
That was edited.
I don't think he was
talking about
pronouncing.
Korean.
I still loved it.
Pronouncing them words right either.
I just loved it. I just loved it.
He was just out there. I don't know what he been doing.
Shut him down, chop him up. Man.
Yeah. Hey,
let's get to this process. But
Yeah,
real talk,
okay,
nothing but love and respect. Nothing.
She just didn't understand what he was saying.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sabrina. Thank you.
Nothing but love and respect, though. Real talk.
Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, Sabrina, man.
Appreciate
Check
you,
us out
Sabrina.
next week, Sabrina. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, and Evie, drop the DM, drop the IG, man.
That's where she can find you at, E.
Where she can find you at, yo?
Phone number, everything. E. Drop all the contact information tonight, bro.
I ain't got but nothing. Well, I did say I was gonna put my damn address. But my joint right there, Big Kid Envy.
Big Kid Envy on IG. Sabrina, hit the DMs, man.
I will have you dying laughing with my post. So just jump in there if you choose.
And everything else.
KIDENVI. Big Kid Envy.
Holla at your boy.
So, hey, let's
the table is coming. Yo, I'm gonna post the table when it get here too.
Hey, how did we went left quick? Like
we was at the end of the show though.
We was at the end of the show. We was at the end of the show.
It's things that happen at the end of the show.
We need to talk about deliberation. That's what we need to talk about.
Yeah, that is it.
All right, so hit. Hold on, Key, you got that?
You say what?
I'll see if you got that.
Yeah.
It is. Just shoot me that ad. Shoot me that ad and you will see the table pop up.
Oh, on deck, ready to go.
I'm going to have to clean my room too.
You wanted me to lead a deliberation conversation?
Yeah. You got a Key.
Okay, so in the beginning, they talk about, whose names, this was the conversation where you really talk about who you were connecting with. So you had Sabrina chose Walter, but Mumin said that the trip actually brought distance between them. Now that I think about it, I don't think...
She was jealous of Sabrina in that time.
I don't think now after that, Mumin didn't say she connected with anyone else. She didn't say that. Now we had Sydney. She said Frank. We are not shocked there. Shiloh, she said Phil. Honestly, wait, was that an assumption? Did Shiloh get to say who she chose?
I don't even think Shiloh spoke.
They didn't. No,
I really don't remember her talking.
They spent too much time fighting.
Shiloh did talk, but it wasn't about her decision. Now that I think about it,
I'm talking about what happened.
No, she gave commentary on like Naeem. She said like how the conversation never went deep with them. It was more surface level. And I want to think she said something about Cornelius and his vulnerability, but Shiloh wasn't able. I won't say that she didn't say who she connected with because of production. Let's just say that she was not able. We didn't see that. Let's say we didn't see that. Yeah. Now Aisha, she talked about Dante and how that was now her biggest connection, which we saw that happen, so we understand why that happened. And then Camille, we don't have to talk about that. And then Zadia, of course, she said Naeem. I'm sorry, y'all. I really feel like Zadia leaned more towards Naeem because she did not have a choice.
She had no choice. It was rap. It was a rap daddy. Like
Dante gone.
Yeah, he done.
That argument killed that connection.
As it should have, though, because as men, I am the only lady on here, speaking with you right now. As men, when you find out somebody is messy at our age, isn't that a turn off?
It's a big turn off.
It was a turn off when I was 3.
It ain't even a red flag. It's like my car won't start. Like I'm not going. I'm not going that way.
I like toxic, but I don't like that.
It's a difference between toxic and messy.
Yeah, give me ghetto love. Give me the ghetto love, but don't give me that. I gotta worry about if you gonna cut up my Jordans. Yeah, like, am I gonna come home to all my clothes being bleached because I was with my mom too long?
But my thing was like, and I understand that we don't see the unedited versions. I understand that.
Right.
But I do believe that there's some merit to somebody chiming in on things that don't concern them, and that was my issue with. Zadia was it didn't concern you to jump in that conversation. It didn't have nothing to do with you. Now, did I miss something? I don't know.
I think what you missed is the fact that them bros can't box and Aisha can.
But what I'm saying is like that was my point. And I think as a man, if there's a conversation going on between two people, and there's something that got to do with two people, and it really ain't got nothing to do with you, and then I'm literally watch you insert yourself into business that's not yours, I instantly go, oh, this is what we're going to do. So this is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, if I'm in a position as this show where I am forming these multiple connections with multiple people, I'm looking as much as I shouldn't be. I am looking for red flags. I'm looking for things that make me go, okay, I might have a stronger connection someplace else. I might need to pursue someone else. I might need to take the time away from you and give it to someone else. And that's all that did in that moment was, okay, I don't care how good you look. I don't care what your body look like. I don't even care about none of that other stuff. At the end of the day, this is not a person I could be with. So I'm going to put myself with somebody who I feel like I can.
Right.
And I think that's what happened with Dante. He was like, yo, hold on. Like, this ain't good.
It's a whack vibe. It's
It was
phony. It's
Yeah.
phony. Like, and then, you doing all of that extra neck moving. Like, yeah, nah, I'm not with that. Gotta go. Sorry.
I'm very interested in seeing how this plays out because remember Cornelius was turned off too.
Yeah. If I was Cornelius, I'd be ready to go home.
So I'm really interested in seeing like how this turns out. I kind of feel like, I hate to say, I kind of think both of them went home, but we won't know until Friday.
No.
We won't know till Friday.
I would not leave that many women.
No way. There's no way they send home two brothers again. That's whack if they send home two men again.
Yeah, for real.
And they've never sent home two women.
When are they going to send home two women? That's what I want to know.
Never sent home two
women. Naeem's feedback wasn't that bad. Not compared to Cornelius. I mean,
it's TV.
See,
that's why
the only thing that makes me Cornelius might not have gone home is the fact that they sent Camille to do it. So that's the only thing that.
I know he ain't going home because of that.
But she started crying.
But she probably just was crying because he was in the
crying because he in the bottom.
Extra.
She was crying because he in the bottom.
But shouldn't he be in the bottom?
He was never in the bottom. He not a thought because you see what the man did. The man was like, you know what? We ain't even gonna mess with you about Camille.
That's where they messed up because they should have sent her home. They should have sent her home.
They should have sent her ass home.
Nah, to see her attitude needed to go too. Because I think to see his attitude. No. I think to see his attitude at the retreat would have sent all fireworks. For real. So I just
Camille's didn't.
No. See, but Camille's a sucker. She lit the match and threw it, and then turned her back and sat there like she was a diva.
Zadia do all the arguing.
And let Zadia do all the talking and all of that nonsense. Know what I mean? Because she's not about that life. Real talk. So you see, I don't know one woman from New York, whether you from the ghetto or you from a rich neighborhood. I don't know one woman from New York that won't fight you. And I think that's what they was getting.
See, I'm from South Carolina, but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, we know y'all country girls. Y'all be
She
dragging people through the cornfield, all that. That's what y'all need. I know how to hog tie and high body. So
I don't know how to hog tie people. How you hog tie?
High body. It puts the lotion on the skin.
Put some lotion on the skin.
So yeah, and that's why when you meet a gentleman from the South, they all yes ma'am. We ain't messing with you.
Okay.
All right, so like the episode ends, we don't know who goes home.
Disappointment.
I went home. That's what I did. I went home upset.
I was home and I was upset.
I think
like, I can't believe I wasted 45, 50 minutes of my life to not see a conclusion.
Hey, no, you planted seeds, Eve, because Sabrina's on the show now. So that's what you were doing.
Ooh, that girl.
That quality touch.
Quality touch. Quality touch.
6.
All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into the end of the show. The Winners and Losers segment is brought to you by Unfiltered. Head over to unfilteredforever.com for everything from tees to tech suits to leggings for the ladies, and it is hoodie season. Head over to unfilteredforever.com because they have you covered. Use the promo code CRUX, CRUX, at checkout for 10% off your entire order. That's CRUX for 10% off. So visit unfilteredforever.com and remember that there is a science to being you. I'm sorry, Sabrina, tap back in.
She can't get off till we get off.
Oh, yeah, Sabrina can't get off till we get off.
But the sing.
So, winners and losers. Keith, who do you think was the winner? Who was the loser of this episode?
The winner of this episode, I would say, was Tommy.
He had to break up a battle. I think he might have got some scars too.
But you know what? I'm gonna be for real. I think the men, I think Cornelius, and let me explain why. I think Cornelius, Dante, and all of them, I feel like they won this episode because the last time these women were catty, it was in their area. The men didn't know this happened. They didn't get to see it. So I feel like the reason why I'm going to say that this could be a win for them is they got to see the women's character. They got to see the cattiness that happens just when women come together. So I'm going to say they won.
When those women come together.
So the losers on this particular episode, I'm going to say... I don't, and this is not because Sabrina is on the live. It's because I truly didn't like the way she played the game. Moomin lost this one.
Yeah, I meant to bring her up. Because there in my notes I had, and this is to your point, Key, is Moomin justified for her cold shoulder towards Walter in this episode? And I never brought that question up because we went left a little bit and kind of jumped around, but the cold shoulder she gave Walter by the pool, I just think that within the confines of what this show is supposed to be, I don't think that you can act in that manner.
Yo, you know what? I will say this. If that's what you want, right? And this is the point to the things that Aisha be telling people too. Why she ain't Dante that? Why she ain't just go, yo?
No, because it goes with body language. Okay, if Walter,
that's what I'm saying. She came off weak.
Walter wasn't in. He wanted to spend time with Sabrina at that moment. He wasn't with that. So if you read the body language and you be like, oh, it's not my time. Where I feel like she was wrong was she should have respected that he was spending time with her. She went into this knowing that he had two connections.
Yes.
But if I want to step on your toes, I'm stepping on them.
No, I'm not stepping on your toes. If the man is not receiving it, I'm not gonna keep going.
No, and I think that's where she messed up. I think that she shouldn't have gone and stepped on anybody's toes, but she should have respected what was happening in the moment.
So because what you're saying is bow out gracefully. Oh, I see what you're doing. I'll get back with you.
But she didn't even gotta say nothing. She didn't even gotta say nothing. Because Walter, if you remember when she walked off from Walter, like he was sitting there on camera sipping his drink, like, what in the hell just happened here? Like, I don't even know how we got here. Like, I don't even, and I think that's when people get messed up with on shows like this, on this particular show, is they go all in, and they think they play this hard to, and I really think she tried to play the hard to get a card.
And
if you're gonna spend time over here, then guess what? I ain't gonna give you the time of day. And walk
but you ain't hard to get because it's 10 females up in this joint.
But she had no other connection outside of Walter. There is no other connection for me.
So that wasn't right.
He maybe had Frank.
Yeah, because Corey went home.
Frank done slid over with Butterface. My bad, Sabrina. That's about Butterface later. Frank done slid over with Butterface, but
you keep
so
going.
Mameen has no connection.
I was looking at her face, and I feel like she got her cheekbones or something done.
Ooh, Butterface?
Yeah, and I think that's really what the this is what I feel. And I think her cheekbones and her nose, like that area,
Sabrina,
and the way her eyes squint sometimes, it really is what turns me off about her
Sydney,
face.
we have to be politically
And I'm just trying to be. I'm not trying to be foul. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be respectful.
We got to be political. Okay, winners and losers.
Some of the features.
I'm gonna bring it back. Winners and losers.
Winners and losers.
Winners and losers.
Who's up?
Eve, winners and losers.
Key.
Post me.
Post that Key. Post that Key.
I can't call me. See? I can't be wrong. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there.
Hey, next one, Key. Go next one.
Oh well, I said the winners were the guys, and then I said I felt like this episode Mumi, she lost because she didn't play the game correctly. So
I'm talking about Sabrina's post.
Oh wait, it's another one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God.
I can't be wrong.
The thing is, I've been told y'all stop calling that lady that.
Okay, no, we're done. It's Sydney.
It's Flip. I'm sorry, Keith. This was my turn. This was on me. It's on me.
Listen.
It's on me. Sydney, we love you.
Okay. All right. Evie, winners and losers.
Okay. All right, so the winners for me. I'm gonna have to go with Dante and Aisha because they got that butter love for real. They was buttered up and whatever else went on in that room. I'm gonna get them the big W right there. As much as that breaks my heart, you know what I'm saying. But
I thought of you when I was watching the scene.
I almost left my room.
I know you did.
But Evie,
I stuck it out because I saw a lot of me in him. Because I rub him down. I put him in the hot tub.
And short set.
Nah. You see me. Always, brother. Always. I'm too hood. I don't even got a suit. I don't even know the suit. I keep it gully all day. But I think the biggest losers is the bootleg ghetto glam squad, whatever they call themselves, the trio. I think they the biggest losers because they really showed that they weak women. And I don't mean that to be insulting, but it's a fact. I feel like they played it weak instead of just respecting somebody's opinion and disagreeing and then just, let me go get my shorty like I want to do.
Yeah. Jeff, winners and losers.
I'm gonna go with my losers, and I'm gonna touch in with Key on this one. I think Mumin really lost this episode because, like you guys were saying, and like I said, she doesn't have another connection left there. Nobody's really checking for her. And then two, the people she is now associated with. I saw that. The people she is now associated with, I feel like are only going to drag her down. So I think Mumin really lost on this one. My winners for this episode, I'm gonna go with Dante, and a new surprise winner. I'm gonna go with Eve. Eve won this episode. Eve
did win this episode.
Real winner right now, Eve. My hat's off to you, sir. Like you won. Like they might as well cancel the rest of the show after this.
See, but that's the thing, though. I ain't ready to love.
You listen to me. You don't got to be Mr. Right. You can be Mr. Right now. You hear me?
I don't want to be Mr. Wrong. I want to be Mr. Wrong.
Me and Mr. Wrong get along so good.
Hey,
when it's toxic.
Evie is my pick. Yes. Stud Vision Podcast. Evie is my pick for the win.
Shout out to Stud Vision.
All right, winners and losers. I'm gonna go. Winners first. I think it is Dante. First off, is my first winner. My second winner is Sabrina for tapping into the show. Stay right, stay right. My second winner is Sabrina for tapping into this lovely show and being in my cousin's DMs because he gonna show you a good time. So you're definitely a winner. Losers. I am.
Buddy.
I think I'm the first loser for spending my time on this episode, and then the loser. I think is Cornelius, who has been probably my consistent loser throughout this.
You've had him lose every week
for the entire season.
Well, it's easy.
It's easy to pick him.
It's easy when you're a loser. Like
the woman that chose you.
But no, here's my thing. Like it's not. It's the muffins.
Yes, my hat is the winner. My hat is the winner. It has won. You hear me? It has won.
Let me say this.
Winner.
Like, I think that Cornelius showed no backbone. There was other people that showed interest in him. He didn't give it a chance. He didn't give a chance to find any other connections. He buckled down under the pressure of Camille. I don't know if they're still together. I don't care if they're still together. I hope they're not together because I want my lovely man, my lovely people to move on and do something great with his life. But I just feel like it's BS. Camille is a person that deserves to be alone. And that's just
and one of them white jackets that hug.
Yeah, one of them white jackets that make her hug herself. That tie in the back. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I just feel like that's
I can help you with your words a little bit, but it's gonna be a nod to my man Dante because I gotta give Dante a shout out for how he played the game. I'm gonna give it to you.
Well, excuse me, take a few minutes to mellow out. Big Daddy Kane is on the mic, and I'ma tell about a minimum length of rhyme, strength, and power.
Listen to the man of the hour.
Hey. Go to a slow tempo, and you know, sing ho, swing low, then yo, the show will go on as I perform,
transforming on stage like a Decepticon.
But I'm not animated like a cartoon. I'm for real, shooting lyrics.
Gotta get to the hook a little bit.
Across the crowd, the listeners and spectators.
Dante.
Groove with the smooth operator.
What? Dante's so smooth. Hey. Yo. Big shout to Dante on that, yo. Real talk.
All right, we're gonna get into our last segment. Now it's time for the Who's Going Home Next segment, brought to you by MetroTap, a new contactless way of connecting. MetroTap, the new digital business card, allows you to instantly share social media, payment apps, music, and more with personalized QR codes and advanced analytics with no monthly fees. At MetroTap, they take the work out of networking. Go to metrotap.me and use the promo code CRUX for 15% off your purchase of any device. That's metrotap.me. Promo code CRUX for 15% off. So we go in reverse. Jeff, who's going home next? I'm assuming it's women because the guys, one of them went home at least. So what woman is going home next, Jeff?
Maybe the hat.
My sanity is what's going home.
We'll get a moment of silence for Jeff sanity.
Come back to me. Come back.
All right, Eve, who's going home next?
Come back around to me.
Oh shit.
Evie, who coming home next?
Okay. I'm still waiting to see who goes home for this week. They killed me with that, man. Shoot. I will go with. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Yeah. I'm gonna go with.
Give it time.
Hold on, Yosh. First off, I'm gonna go with. I think Cornelius is going home. That's my hopeful. So that's for this. That's for this episode, right? Then for next episode, I really honestly think it's gonna be either Zadia or Mumin. But if Cornelius does go home, Camille's at it.
Ma, stop talking about my hat. It's comfy.
That's who I feel.
It's warm too.
Key, who's going home next?
I
feel bad for Sabrina.
I think Cornelius is going home, and when Cornelius go home, I think Camille's going home with him. Now, who's going to be voted off next? I feel like is Mumin, because she doesn't have any more connections, and the way that she treated Walter in this episode is kind of over with that.
She did herself dirty.
Squeezing your head. Ma, it is not squeezing my head. It's still warm. It's warm.
This is what I had to deal with for 43 years. Right there.
Ma, it's warm.
Jeff,
we'll let it go.
It is warm. Ma,
is that an unfiltered bunny hat? That's what I want to know.
You can buy this on Unfiltered 2022. Along with your unfiltered jeans and your unfiltered pajamas.
Promo code nuts.
The code is muffins.
Promo code is nuts.
Promo quote quality touch.
Or just the number 6. We're gonna have to edit this.
Here we go. Jeff.
Okay. No, what am I doing again?
What do you mean? What are you doing?
Who's going home?
I forgot.
Who's going home, Jeff?
We're going home in about 4 minutes. This show is going home. That's what's going home. We are all leaving. We're all leaving after this. Who's going home? Naeem is going home this week. I hate to say it, and Mumin is going home next week. That's who's going home. That's my 2 people. They out of here.
Are you sure?
He has spoken.
100%. Hey, man, in the show, we about to be here another 15 minutes.
He ain't got his shit together neither.
Who?
You know, you.
You got that shit together. I'm waiting on y'all.
He over there reaching. You see him reaching, Key, right?
I ain't reaching for nothing. Man, Key, tell them how they can find you, man.
Who going home?
Who going home, Yusuf?
Huh?
Who going home?
I'm going home right now.
What are you talking about?
Me and the superior going home right now.
Date night.
Date night. Hello.
Out on a date.
Who's going home? I think Cornelius and Naeem going home from this episode at the beginning. I think Jeff's bunny hat is going home. I think Evie is about to go home with Sabrina. And
yes, sir.
Evie's DMs are gonna go home with Sabrina. And at the end of the day, next week, I think Camille. No, I think Zadia is going home next week. So I just think she rubbed everybody the wrong way. So first off, let's start with Jeff, aka Big Muffins, man. How can the people find you?
Yo, we drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, check for your boy at that dude _Jeff. Check for the bunny drip, baby. We here all week. What? Yes, that was a snort from Keith.
That was a snort from Keith.
Buddy's in the building.
That was a snort from Keith. The snort is in the building.
Shout out to the 6 guy.
Oh yes, baby. Quality touch is struck again. Hey man, follow your boy at that dude _Jeff, man. Follow your boy at that dude _Jeff. Number 6. Look for your boy on Instagram, man. We be looking forward to you, man.
Yo, Evie, how can they find you?
Yo, you can find me on Instagram.
They can find Evie and Sabrina's DMs tonight.
BIGKIDEMVI. Holla at your boy.
Hey, Key, how can they find you? Don't snort again. She gonna call you out again, now, Key. No more snorting.
You can find you can find me each and every Wednesday. The name of my show is My Curl Speak with Key. You can find me on Instagram at The Diary of Key, on Twitter at The Diary of Key, TikTok, Snapchat, all that, The Diary of Key. If you would like to follow my podcast on Instagram, it's MCS with Key. And again, that's My Curl Speak with Key, and that's each and every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcast.
Candles, affirmations,
and all that.
Quality touch.
And that quality touch. Curls and Christmas trees.
Curls and Christmas trees. You in a holiday spirit?
In the holiday spirit.
In the holiday spirit, light a candle.
This episode is now called Curls, Christmas Cheese, and Quality Touch.
and are your bells jingling? No, Sabrina. Quick question. I got a question for Sabrina. While we got on, real quick. Got a question for Sabrina. Sabrina,
that question, Yosh.
Are your bells jingling?
Oh God.
Anyway,
oh God,
let's get on out of here. And you can find me every Monday. And she answered. Yes.
She answered twice.
The second one was for you, Eve. The second one was for you, Eve. Quality touch.
I'm telling you. That number 6 is
God.
I'm about to be on some OVO. I'm about to move to Canada out this.
Hey. Oh man, y'all got my face hurting. Like I'm
in the show.
I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to get out of here. All right, so you can find me on Instagram at Yosh in the Building, and you can find me every Monday and Wednesday on the podcast, Relationship Status Podcast. Me and my co-host CL and Neek, we get into everything relationships, and you could also join the conversation on this show or any of our relationship shows, relstac@gmail.com, or hit us up on the voicemail 843-310-8637. Let's hit us up 843-310-8637. And then you can follow us. You go ahead and tap into all our shows. My Curl Speak with Key, Crux Media presents Past the Remote, and the Relationship Status Podcast. Make sure you follow all of them. Give us a
2% coming too.
And the 2%,
baby, we coming in January.
Coming as well in January. So hit them up. Make sure you follow them. And if you don't give a review, you don't give a 5-star rate, you are a hater. All right, man, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man.
Quality touch.
Sabrina, you can use my code CURLS at checkout. That's unfilteredforever.com.
You got that.
Okay.
You got that on.
Use the promo code CURLS, unfilteredforever.com, unfilteredforever.com, Sabrina. Matter of fact, Sabrina, email the show, RELSTAT podcast. Nah, at the end of the day, nah, for real. Email the show, RELSTAT podcast @gmail.com. We'll mail you one. All right. At the end of the day, y'all, it's always a pleasure being with y'all every day, all day. We'll be back again next Wednesday. Check us out for the time. Follow us on all social media. We are out.
This episode is brought to you by MetroTap. The new digital business card allows you to instantly share social media, payment apps, music, and more. With a personalized QR code and advanced analytics with no monthly fees. At MetroTap, they take the work out of networking. Go to metrotap.me and use the promo code CRUX for 15% off of your purchase of any device. That's metrotap.me, promo code CRUX for 15% off.